Hello, it's Gloria here from Gloria's Greeting. It's been a minute. I haven't been on for a while. Life has gotten busy, so I wanted to create a little journal using this is papers I had, and I have cut out the fussy cuts. This is from Hither and Yon Studio. She has offered like a free digital, and if you download it off her Ko-fi in the month, it's free. I can't remember what month this is, but I'm sure it's still available in her shop for purchase. So I will link it down below. I really like her digitals and her channel. So these are some of the full pages that were in it, and I printed them front and back. So I think I'll use these bigger ones to create some ephemera. And I'm going to create a little like gratitude journal with her half-page sheets that she has. So we're just going to cut those up. And it's basically just a little craft with me. I may edit some of it out. We will definitely not get done today, so this will definitely be part one. I'm debating whether or not to do one of the no-sew journals that I have seen on Treasure Books. She has done a no-sew journal. I was thinking of doing a little small version of that. We'll see. But first of all, we're going to cut papers. That's what we're going to do. So I hope everyone's been well. Snow has finally melted up here in the north and northern Ontario. The lake is thawed, which is really nice as I look out my window. So see how these are just little half sheets. I create little gratitude journal. I just think it's so cute. So I don't know, maybe I won't. We'll just see. I'm going to cut them all up and we'll go from there. Maybe I will do a pamphlet, three-hole pamphlet stitch. I am not sure. Gail Agostinelli also is in the process of doing one of the no-sew journals that she saw also on Treasure Books. The idea, and the nice thing about this journal that she makes, Gail didn't do a no we don't want snow, a no-sew version of it. Treasure Books, she showed you different versions of how to do it. So you could do a three-hole pamphlet stitch to sew your signatures together, and then kind of use the no-sew version for the cover and how you attach your signatures together. But first we'll get this cut up, and then we'll kind of see where we want to go. I like purple. It used to be my favorite color, but now I really love blue, but I still love purple. And I just thought this was such a pretty paper, and I was going through my stuff that I have started and not finished, and I was like, I should use this up. I've printed it off. Now I print off on Neha Solar White cardstock. It's not as thick as some cardstocks, and it does a very nice print. So this is one of the full pages, so I don't want that. I want this one. Let's see how many we have, and then we will go from there. So these are 5.5 tall now, and 8.5 wide. So I've just cut down the 11 sheet of paper into like half. I think I will leave these out. Okay, so I am going to score down the center. So like I said, they're 8.5, so that would be 4 1/4. Would be the center, I'm assuming. These are straight. Maybe I should go this way. And yeah, 4 1/4. And I'm doing it backwards because I'm not sure yet if I want to do the no-sew. And when you do that, you kind of glue your signatures together on the one page. So it's nice to turn the page around to the back side that you don't want to see. And I like to fold on the mountain side, so I think I'm going to use this one. I like this purpley one. So this is a nice little journal kit. You could probably whip this together really quick. Today we're just going to maybe get our signatures ready, And then I'll do some thinking off camera before I come back, and we will decide how we want to do this. I do want to do the no-sew, not all no-sew, but I like the version that Treasure Books did because it lays very flat. When you open the book, it lays flat, which to me would be easier to journal. And this is more of a journaling paper. And I will put some ephemera in it and pockets and stuff, but I do want it to be more of a journaling journal with lots of writing space. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to fold those. My large bone folder. Let's see how it looks. If you want to fast forward this, you can. I'm just going to fold all the papers with the mountainside of the score on the inside. Now you can flip that around. It's not like going to hurt anything. It just folds a little easier that way. And I probably will flip some of these around. Such pretty papers. I hope everyone's been well. We're well. Hoping to be in our new house in the next couple months, so I probably will have a craft room. I have to set it up first, but maybe one day I'll do a little craft room video. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. I don't think mine will be a combination of a craft room / spare room, so I'm gonna have to come up with some unique storage solutions so it's pleasing to the eye for any guests we have come in. See all my paper everywhere. Yeah, so I've been in a bit of a slump. I did Junk Journal January. I did Ephemerember. I finished a consignment piece. And then, I don't know, life just got kind of busy. And honestly, I just have not been feeling the mood to create, which is weird for me. I usually do always want to create something, but I have created this and that, but I haven't videoed it. Maybe that was more what I was tired of. Not that I do that many videos, but okay, so that's upside down. So that's one. And not ever pretty. I do think I do like that for the front though. So that would be one. Now they do 5 little signatures. So let's pick out 5 cover pages that we would like for the cover of a signature. Oh, that's pretty too. That's so pretty too. Maybe I go this way, and I go this way. And that one's very pretty. Oh, isn't that sweet too? Okay, so I have to decide then how many signatures I want. Being that it's a little bit of a smaller page journal, I was thinking 3, but I'm not 100% sure. So let me get organized here, and then I will come back and I'll have all my papers together and we will see how we're gonna make this journal up. One day I'm back. It's a little later. I have decided to do 5 signatures, and I have 11 pages or maybe 12 per signature. So I've decided this is going to be a little gratitude journal for myself. I don't journal enough, so if I have a small journal like this on the couch or somewhere, I will remember to journal in it daily, things that I'm grateful for or whatever happened that day. So there are the signatures. So I'll show you. Basically, they're all the same, just different patterns. So you put the back, the side you don't want to show on the front, and the pattern side I want to show. So I just used some straw paper. This is some parchment paper, some coffee dyed paper. I did a little dictionary vintage page. This is packaging paper. Then I did one from the digital kit, if I could open it. And then I have a piece of graph paper, another piece of Amazon packaging paper. I have this vintage writing paper I thought went well, so I put that in. Vintage ledger. This is another piece of like packaging paper that I had saved, and then the center of my signature. So it repeats that way through all of the signatures, except in the second signature and the third signature, I had used a piece of green ledger paper instead of the blue and the white, just for something different. So there are my signatures. We'll get to that in a minute. Then we have to do your covers. So I decided I'd make my cover about 1/4 of an inch bigger. So I just measured, and keep in mind that when you add your papers, if you wrap twine around to hold the pages in, that they do stick out a little bit. So I made the cover a little bigger, so it will hide all the pages nicely, and then it'll be kind of just centered on the back. So we're going to work on the covers next. So I just want to use the papers that I have already printed. So I'm trying to, I think I like this one for the cover. And then maybe I'll use this side for the back. I might not have enough. I might have to go into this one here or this one. So basically you just kind of decide which one's your cover. And you need to leave space all the way around so you can fold it over. So I kind of think I would like my cover to go, I want some of this print. Sorry if I'm not in frame. So I think I will put my cover like right there. So I'm just going to mark a little bit of an inch over here using my mat, and then I will cut that down. If I can find my mark. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll work. I don't think that's too much paper hanging over. And then for the back cover, I don't know if I want, maybe I want this one. So I'll maybe put it kind of the same way. I do like this though. Maybe I will put that right there. And then go just basically eyeball an inch over. And I will cut that down. And keep all your scraps. You can use it to make tags and ephemera. So the front cover is going to go, I think, kind of like just in the middle here. So I'm going to flip it over and just eyeball it for the middle. Yeah. So I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. Just let me get it. And basically, I'm just going to glue it down. So. And I'm using Fabri-Tac too because art glitter glue, it does stick more quickly, dry more quickly. Whereas with this, I might have a little more wiggle room to play with it. Not that it's such a big deal here, but... Okay, so I'm going to kind of go, I think, right there. I'm going to let that dry. And then we'll do the back. And I'm thinking I'd like to get more of the flowers than not, so we'll put that right in the middle as, again, like this. I think that works well. And my paper towel, sorry. I'm just checking the time. And we'll put that kind of smack down in the middle here as well. So then we'll go in and miter our corners and fold them over. So I need my bone folder, I need my scissors. And you can put photo corners on these as well, so it if you kind of get a little too close or whatever. And it doesn't really matter what the backside looks like because it will be glued onto the front page of the signature. So that's why you don't want to put your printed side on the outside because it would get covered up. So one thing at a time here. There we go. We'll do the other one. And you can keep these bits to make collage or little clusters for the journal. I need to get myself a little, I usually have like a little Ziploc bag, and I have a little folio that I put a journal I'm working on in. Also, if you order any clothes on Amazon or anything on Amazon that come in those nice little bags that have like a zipper, like a zip shut, those are good to keep for your craft room as well. You can put a project you're working on in there, zip it up, and then you don't have to worry about losing any of the pieces, and then you can just put it in a basket until you're ready to get back to it. That was kind of sloppy there, but oh well. This is for me, so any mistakes I'm not going to stress too much about. So what Gail did on Gail Agostinelli, I like too, is she took the paper to her scoreboard and just kind of went along the edge where you're going to fold it over, just to kind of make it a little bit easier of a fold. Now I'm not using like a thick cardstock. This is a Neha Solar paper, so it shouldn't be too bad. But if you're using like a Tim Holtz or a Stamperia cardstock that cracks, this is definitely a good idea to do. So when you fold it over, it doesn't crack. I find mine always does, my Tim Holtz. But as I mentioned before, this is a digital from Hither and Yon Studio. I think it is available in her shop. She does usually do a freebie every month, unless she's changed. Like I said, I've been in a bit of a crafting slump, so I haven't even really been watching any videos. But it's a beautiful little journal papers to use for a little gratitude journal. And she always has some great ideas every month of what she does. So just folding it over, trying to make my corners nice. Kind of teaching the paper to fold over on that score line, and then we will glue it, and then our covers will be done, other than maybe decorating it and putting in a closure or whatever. Yeah, I watched this video. I did watch this video on Treasure Books, Natasha's channel a while ago, and I thought, wow, that's such a good idea. And then I went on Gail's this week as well, and I was watching, and I was like, oh, she's doing that too. It reminded me that I should do that. So here I am. I decided I'm going to just go right now in my craft room and start, get out of my slump and get my mojo back here. And I'm doing this for myself, so I don't feel the pressure like I would if I was making a journal for someone else or for sale. So this is for me. Man, this fabric tack, I just got it, and it's like almost gone, it feels like. And you will get gushing glue, but that's okay. makes for a good seal. And I just use a paper towel to really push it down so it adheres. And one more to go. And I think we'll stop here when our covers are done. I know this hasn't been very exciting. I'll see how long it is. I've done it in kind of little pieces and had to come back and leave and come back. So when I go to edit it, if I can add a little more, maybe we'll do putting of the book together. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's a pretty little cover. I like that. Oh, wait, that's the back. This is the front. Forgot. And it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to put something heavy on this, just so those seams really adhere. I should have done that, so I will do that once we're done for today. Have any of you ever gotten to a slump? Like, I want to enjoy crafting, and I'm kind of like, I follow Meg's journals too, like, and I did her last one, and she's taking a break from the challenges too, and I do think that it did kind of burn me out a bit, so I think I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to do some crafting that I just enjoy, just to craft, and if I turn the camera on, then I turn the camera on and I make a video. I like my little channel. I like sharing what I do. I don't ever expect to make money on it, but I just like it. And if you like what you see, just please leave me a comment or subscribe. That would be nice. Like my video. All the things everyone says, but I just do it because I enjoy it. Oh, I like that. I think that's really pretty. So that will be the cover, and this will be the back. So when we go to attach it, oh, let me just put my glue lid on before it starts seeping everywhere. So now when we go to attach it, we will glue it on to this cover here. And I do like how, because I use the same paper, it is all kind of cohesive. And I do see some of the brown in between, but I think I will put photo corners on this for myself, just to jazz it up a little bit. So our next decision that I need to make is, how do I want my signatures to be attached individually to each other? So the No Sew journal is, you would just take some twine and wrap it around and tie a bow or a knot, and then those pages are together. Or you could still even do the three-hole pamphlet stitch if you don't mind sewing. And I do like the look of a three-hole pamphlet stitch, so I may do that. Yeah, and then once you've attached each of the 5 separate signatures pages as a little booklet together somehow, we will just basically glue the cover to cover to cover, leaving a space along the one side here. So as this bows up, this has space to go do the same, and then it doesn't give you a gator mouth. And then when you open it, it will lay like totally flat. It's really cool to see. And then you attach fabric around, and then you put your covers on. And then you have a journal. And because it's mostly a writing journal, like the embellishments, you could embellish it right up to the 9s if you want. Or you can kind of leave it more plain like I did with some of the papers. I will add a little bit of the ephemera from the kit to decorate it. But there you have a journal in like super fast. So I think it took me off camera maybe half an hour to cut down all my papers to size. And remember, they weren't all a standard 8.5 by 11. It was packaging, and a lot of it was packaging. The packaging ones were the ones that took the longest. Any other 8.5 by 11, just cut it in half this way if you're using this kind of digital. You could also make this a full-size journal. Take 8.5 and 11 and just fold it in half. So that would be a bigger journal. But like I said, I wanted to use this kit. I've had it printed off for months. And I also like purple, and this is for me. So here we go. So we're going to leave it at that today, I think. There's our signatures ready to go, 5 signatures. And then our covers. And then I do need to go find a piece of fabric as well to serve as sort of a spine that attaches the front and the back. So we'll leave it at that today. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and a like. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.